Hey everybody, welcome back to It's a Podcast. And today we have Mr. Chris Stuckmann. How are you, Chris?
I'm doing excellent, and I'm very excited to be on Frickin' Film Critics channel.
That's so awesome. I'm awesome. I'm happy that you're glad to be here because this is awesome.
I'm awesome.
Yes, we are all awesome. It's a podcast, it's a podcast, it's time for another podcast, it's podcast, it's podcast. Let's start the show.
Ding! Did I do it right?
Yes, you did the ding perfectly. Ding ding. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Okay. So, today our topics include... Chris, would you like to introduce the topics?
Well, some of the things I would like to talk about are movies that you and I are both looking forward to that come out this year. Also, I want to talk a little bit about internet bullying because I've been seeing a lot of it lately. Not necessarily just towards me, but to others. And it's making me concerned, and I want to talk about it. And I also wanted to talk a little bit about why I'm back and some new things about my channel.
We get to learn some behind-the-scenes things about the channel Chris Stuckmann.
Yes.
Yes. Fun. Alright, so what should we start with first? Should we do the movies we're anticipating?
Yeah.
Okay,
Definitely.
we'll go in this order. Alright, so I am very excited for Battle Los Angeles.
Me too.
Yes.
Me too.
I think it was really the trailer that sold me on it, because like the music that was used and just got weirder and weirder, so I'm excited for that.
Have you seen the brand new trailer?
There's another one?
Dude, they released the full trailer like yesterday.
No way.
It's so much better than the first one, which I also like.
I thought the first one was epic enough, so I'm too excited.
When we're done, you must go and watch it.
I will, that's for sure.
Yeah, because it has like dialogue and stuff, and they introduce the characters and stuff.
I heard Aaron Eckhart was in it, right?
Yeah, he's like the main guy. He's really legit. Oh gosh, I keep saying legit. And yeah, he's really good, and he looks cool in it. And they show a lot more of the ships and stuff. It looks really cool.
Okay, more aliens.
Yeah. You see like a shot. It's very Cloverfield-esque. Like, it's very handheld looking. You see a shot, like, from the air. It looks almost as if a soldier, like, filmed it from his helicopter or something of all these aliens just, like, walking on a beach.
That's really cool. I'm very excited.
Yeah, it looks sweet.
What about you? What else are you looking forward to? Because I can't really think too much.
Cowboys and Aliens.
Yeah. I like I like the trailer for that. It seems like it's going to be, like, campy. I hope.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
See, like, it's produced by Steven Spielberg, which is awesome, and directed by Jon Favreau.
True.
And even though Iron Man 2, I don't know if I
didn't like it too much, Iron Man 2.
I don't know if I liked it as much as the first, but he's still a really good director. Like, he made Elf too, which is funny, and he made Zathura, which is basically
Oh yeah, I love Zathura.
Yeah, I actually really like that movie, and it's basically like Jumanji in space.
I know, it's fun. He's good with space stuff. He's good with future-y.
Yeah, and Daniel Craig, Harrison Ford's kind of always been my favorite actor, just because.
Indeed.
Yeah, Indiana Jones, Han Solo, The Fugitive. I mean, he's made so many great movies, and like every time he's in a movie, he just like people kind of say stuff about him, like he can only do physical acting and that's it. But I've seen movies where he acts and doesn't, and he's actually a really good actor. Like, he is a legit. Dang it, I keep saying that. He is a really good actor. But yeah. And so what else? Oh yeah. In February is the movie Unknown. Liam Neeson.
Oh, that's right. The one where he I think his wife goes into the shop and then like she doesn't come out.
Yeah, he gets. She goes somewhere. Then he takes a taxi or whatever. He loses his memory because he gets in a car accident. When he comes out, everyone he knows No, I'm sorry. Wait, he doesn't lose his memory. He...
Doesn't his wife, like, they just say, like, she doesn't exist or something? I don't remember.
Yeah, he goes to his wife, he finds her, and she's like, I have no idea who you are.
Oh, yes, that's right.
And then everyone he knows acts like they don't know him or whatever. It looks cool.
Huh. I'm interested.
Yeah, I just like okay, I don't know if you've seen the trailer, but the ending of the trailer is so awesome. It shows him, like, confront the guy who in the trailer seems to be the villain, and Liam I can't even speak, it's so awesome. Liam Neeson says, I didn't forget everything, and then just punches him right in the face. It was awesome.
That's cool. I want to see Liam Neeson in that, like, badass form again, like he wasn't Taken.
Yeah, definitely. And I think they're trying to revitalize that because it's coming out almost at the exact same time the Taken came out.
Oh yeah, February. That's right.
Mm-hmm. And it's like the same style Liam Neeson on the run in a foreign city action, but it's different plot-wise for sure. But... And what's her name is in it? Diane Kruger, and she's awesome.
I'm kind of excited for that. I don't remember what it was called exactly. I remember that, I know it's a baseball movie, and I heard Aaron Sorkin was writing the screenplay for it. So I'm excited for that just because Aaron Sorkin's writing.
Aaron Sorkin is a really good writer, and now I want to look that up.
Yeah. Social Network's so good.
Yeah, so what else did he write?
West Wing, Charlie Wilson's War, Studio 60.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Charlie Wilson.
Yeah, same. But I heard that one was really good.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm on his IMDb page. He is Follies or Moneyball?
Moneyball, that's it.
Moneyball.
Yeah. That's the one. I am excited for it.
Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill, Robin Wright, Philip Seymour Hoffman. That's a good cast.
It is.
I almost said that's a legit cast. Not kidding. It's not even funny how much I've been saying that word lately.
It's just a legit word.
I know. Okay. Now there are a few movies that, like, a lot of people will expect me to want to see, but I have no interest in seeing whatsoever. I don't give a crap about Transformers 3.
Oh, thank God.
Transformers 3 can go die. I don't know. If someone said, I heard that Transformers 3 is stopping production because Michael Bay realized that he's a horrible director, I wouldn't even be upset. I'd be like, yay! That doesn't look better.
I really do hope that he stops making movies soon.
It's not gonna happen.
I know. He wants more money. He's got to show the world his explosions.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. See, like with the first one, I thought it was fun. It's all right. The second one was just
terrible,
travesty. And so, but the only thing that's in any way held the series together is the fact, for the public anyway, I'm not talking about my viewpoint, but the
Megan
public
Fox
seems to love the fact that there's a lot of special effects that are flashy, and that Megan Fox has, got a body on her. And Megan Fox is not in the third one, so the public may actually be like, this suddenly isn't good. And then realize that it wasn't good in the first place.
It's like, wait a minute, where's Megan Fox? And then they leave. They throw popcorn at the screen.
I know. The other thing is, I think a lot of people are going to look forward to the new Pirates of the Caribbean, but I don't really care. I love Johnny Depp. He's a great actor. It's just that
I've never been into the Pirates series in general. So that's why I'm not excited. The second and the
third were just kind of, they were there, and I just didn't really like them that much. But I love the first one, but the second and the third, I was just like, I don't really need this for some reason. It just didn't feel right. And I think the reason why is because the first one, Johnny Depp's character wasn't written like that. He came up with the insanity. And, they were talking on the special features that he said that they were watching the dailies of the footage for the first film, and that the producers were worried that Johnny Depp was ruining their movie.
Huh.
And because he was written as a pirate, just a kind of silly pirate, and Johnny Depp turned him into basically a drunk rock star pirate. And
he's what made it entertaining, though.
Yeah, but for the second time around, they all knew that, and so it was like they were faking it. I don't know.
Oh.
That's how I felt anyway. It felt like when they were making the sequels that since they were aware of, you know, the response now, that they were like, oh, we have to do something.
I only saw the first and the third one. I don't know why I didn't watch the second one.
It's funny. That's interesting. Skip. But yeah, have you seen the trailer for Super 8?
I only saw the teaser, the one with the train.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yes, I am excited for that.
Okay. See, I don't understand what the plot is.
I don't think anybody does. Did they even reveal a plot yet?
No.
Okay.
It's just train crash, weird thing, there's something in it. And so for that reason, like, a lot of people are probably going to expect me to want to see that, but I really am not going to be all that excited until I know what I'm going to be seeing. It's kind of like Cloverfield was. Like, they had all these trailers for it, and then they wanted you to go home and search on the internet and learn about it and everything, but Cloverfield just ended up being a fun monster movie handheld style, but the trailers and the internet hype and all that stuff made it seem like it was something that was bordering on religious.
Yeah.
But it was just a monster movie.
I remember when my friend was like very excited for it, and I wasn't too excited for Cloverfield when it came out because I knew nothing about it, and the trailers, I was like, it kind of seems like the Blair Witch Project, except with a giant monster.
With the monster, yeah.
Yeah. And so, but I did end up enjoying Cloverfield, but I think that kind of advertising isn't really like the best way to go because you could either gain an audience or lose an audience.
Right.
By selling it that way, they might not be all too excited for it because, you know, they don't know anything about it.
Right.
So.
Did you see? I like Cloverfield too, but like with Snakes on a Plane, that was all internet hype, and the only reason it had internet hype was because they got a PG-13 on the movie, and they actually went back and refilmed scenes specifically to get the movie a rated R.
Oh.
And so all this internet hype was like, wow, that's the greatest movie ever because they did that. But it made a crap load of money opening and then nothing. Same with Cloverfield. Like, everyone thought it was going to be the biggest blockbuster. It made about $100 million, which is good. But I mean, everyone thought it was going to be like the next big thing, but it was all internet hype. So that's not really the best idea.
I don't even remember Snakes on a Plane that much. I remember seeing Kenan Thompson flying a plane.
Oh, Kenan Thompson. Never even saw it. I just saw parts of it on TV. All I know is the TV edit of Snakes on a Plane is the greatest TV edit ever.
Yeah, I saw like they bleeped out most of the dialogue because it's usually just Samuel L. Jackson saying the F word.
Well, yeah, the line is, I'm tired of these mother effing snakes on this mother effing plane. And
they replace the word, though, on TV.
Oh, they totally do. On TV, it's like, I'm tired of these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane. It's the greatest edit I've ever seen. The funny thing is, it's obviously his voice, because the filmmakers, what they do is they'll actually film audio lines for the TV networks, like, while they're filming, and it's so hilarious, because I can just picture, because it's Samuel L. Jackson saying that, and I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. It's so hilarious. I love it.
I almost forgot what he said. The Monday through Friday thing.
Yeah, that doesn't even make, that's nothing, that makes no sense. Oh, it's so great. I love watching, like, movies with a lot of language on TV, because it's so funny.
I tried to watch Superbad dubbed, because I saw it was on FX. Mm-hmm. I don't know how they were actually able to even get that on TV, because it's not even the same movie after they dubbed the whole thing, practically.
Yeah, I saw Pulp Fiction on TV.
Oh, how was that?
That was, I don't know, it was like 2 minutes long. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was just everything was edited, but I saw it on Bravo, and Bravo they don't, like, dub, they just take audio out, so there was just a whole bunch of, you stupid, you're, it was like that.
Yeah.
And,
they do the
you
same
know, they left almost all the violence in there, I think, because Most of it was. It seemed pretty violent anyway, but they left the classic part where he accidentally blows the guy's head off in the car.
Yeah.
They're just talking and he shoots him. It's like, oh crap, we gotta go get this. But yeah.
Yeah, AMC is keeping that stuff in too. No.
Yeah. Nowadays it's like they leave in all the violence but take out
all the language, which makes that doesn't really make much sense.
It doesn't.
Yeah, because I see violence as something a little bit worse than language. It's the same way they view sex in movies now. They see that as much worse than violence. I mean, I don't really see it as being that bad. I mean, we're going to learn about it eventually. Violence is kind of sometimes really graphic, too. I don't know.
Yeah, the thing is that I've learned, because I went to Canada recently for a while, and Canada's ratings are totally different.
I know they have like the 15, right? 15, 18.
14A, 18A. They have G, PG, 14A, rated R, and 18A.
Uh-huh.
And, like, all of our rated Rs are almost always 14 and up there. All of our PG-13s are almost always PG. But with Canada, they don't care as much about the sex. What they rated for is violence.
Oh.
Like Black Swan has a lot of sex in it, but it's rated 14.
Oh.
So there are a few violent parts, but it's not like terribly violent.
Yeah, something like Piranha would probably get like an 18A.
Oh, I think it is. but like Raiders of the Lost Ark, which is PG here, is 14A there, but it's because it's violent.
Oh, that makes more sense though.
Yeah, so Canada makes more sense than America sometimes.
That's confusing, eh?
Yeah, totally. But yeah, so the other thing I wanted to talk a little bit about was some of the new things about my channel. Is that okay?
Yes, of course. Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Wait. We need an introduction.
Oh, okay.
It's time for Chris Stuckmann's channel news and behind the scenes look. Behind the channel, Chris Stuckmann.
Thank you.
Wait. Ding.
That was good.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so one of the things I wanted to do is I definitely want to have vlogs and reviews also, because I'm not going to have as many reviews as I did last time, simply because last year I would see literally every movie, and that got so annoying after a while because, like when Vampire Suck came out.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I have no desire to see this. But I saw it because I knew everyone would want to know what I had to say. And I said to myself this time around, I was like, I'm not going to do that. When the next Friedberg and Seltzer movie comes out, whatever it's going to be, I'm not going to see it. I mean, I know people will want to see me tear it apart, and I know that when I make my worst of the year list, they're going to be like, what about that? What about this? I'm like, well, I didn't see it.
Yeah, because I purposely avoided Skyline this year. And,
exactly.
And people were like, why isn't that on your list? And why isn't the Spy Next Door on your list? I didn't want to see it.
Right. See, if I would have been still doing my reviews when Skyline came out, I guarantee I would have seen it. And I would have hated it. Because my friend's dad wanted to see it, so he went with him. And he came back and he was like, Chris, that is one of the worst movies I have ever seen. And I said, I know, I don't want to see it. It got like a 10% or something on Rotten Tomatoes. Why would I waste my money? And he said, I know, my dad wanted to see it. See, if I had been reviewing, I would have been like so OCD about seeing every movie that I would have, because I was already doing that with my channel. I was like, I have to see a movie. I'm gonna change that this year. I'm gonna try to have an equal amount of reviews and vlogs where I just talk about a topic or some kind of movie thing or something funny that happened, and not necessarily all talking. Like, I want to take my camera places. Like the other day, my friend did this food challenge at this restaurant where it's this giant cheeseburger that's literally 64 ounces, which is insane.
And did you film that?
No, I was going to, but that's the kind of thing that I'll have on my blog. So I'll be like, look at this. Look at my idiot friend eating this. So, yeah. But anyway, that's some of the stuff I want to do with my new channel is have entertaining vlogs and have my reviews. But I want to make them shorter, too.
All right. Like 2 minutes again.
2 to 3.
All right.
But knowing myself, that probably won't last. It'll probably go up to like 4 or 5, because especially if I see a movie like Inception or something where I'm just like, I have to talk about this longer.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool.
Yeah, I remember I didn't intend on making like my Black Swan review as long as it was, except I just like ended up talking about all the different things in it, like I felt like something that got stuck in my head, and so I had to talk about it. So it ended up going for like 8 minutes, I think.
I know. I saw Black Swan when I was in Canada, and I liked it. I really liked it a lot. I loved it, but then I kind of went on with my day, and then as the day progressed, I kept thinking about it. I couldn't get it out of my head. And the day after that, I was still thinking about Black Swan, and I was talking with my friend who I saw it with, and we were like, we started discussing. We were like, was she picturing that? Was that in her mind, or was that real?
Yeah.
And we started realizing there are so many things all throughout the movie. You can't even tell sometimes. Like 90% of that movie could be completely in her head. It's insane.
Mm-hmm. Like the scene where I'm still questioning that scene. Spoiler, guys. The scene where she sees Winona Ryder in the hospital and then she starts like to stab herself in the face.
Yeah.
I think Nina might have stabbed her in the face, but I don't know. Yeah.
That's a good theory. I never thought of that.
Yeah, that was one that had me like thinking. I was like, wait, then if she didn't stab Mila Kunis at the end, it was confusing.
Yeah. Do you remember the part? And obviously, spoiler. Do you remember the part after that where she's like running home and then like you see like a weird girl in the corner of her kitchen or whatever?
Oh yeah.
Okay, there's someone in the theater like 2 seats across from me screamed so loud. It was awesome. We were like kind of laughing. It was sweet, but yeah, that was my favorite sequence of the movie. By the way, like towards the end, there's like a 10-minute sequence where she goes insane. Basically, she sees that happen to Winona Ryder. Then, like when her legs bent backwards.
Oh yes, that was great. And she turned into the swan.
Gosh,
that was
disgusting, but it was awesome.
Yeah, and the music too for that scene in particular was just really good.
Mm-hmm. Would you say the music?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I agree. But yeah, Black Swan was awesome. True Grit, I love.
Yes.
Let's see.
You said you saw Green Zone, right?
What's that?
You saw Green Zone?
Yes.
How was that?
I loved it. I'm sorry, a lot of people didn't, but I really did.
I didn't get to see it yet. I was interested in it. I just haven't gotten to it.
Okay, I love Green Zone. I didn't see it because of... Okay, the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes are literally almost completely half. But then Roger Ebert was like, 4 stars. I was like, So I watched it, and then I went right out and bought it, actually, because I was bad and I watched it online. And then I went out and bought it, but so I don't feel as bad anymore. But the thing that I like about that movie is actually the thing that Roger Ebert pointed out. He said it's one of the first American war movies that ever made us look like we were the dumb people and we made the mistake.
Oh.
Because most American war movies are all about like American pride and everything, but this is the first one ever because it's about the Iraq War, and looking for weapons of mass destruction, which, as we all know, we never found.
Yeah.
So this is like the first movie to ever make us look like we're stupid. But besides that, it's just like the Bourne films in that it is non-stop action. Even when the dialogue is happening, it's action. It's just like so fast-paced. Like it's 2 hours. It's a 2-hour movie, and it went by like an hour for me. Anyway, I love.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that to my queue then because it sounds very interesting.
Yeah, definitely. It's really good. Okay, a lot of people want to know what my top 10 worst of the year are because I'm not making a video.
Okay, I'm curious to hear this.
Okay, yeah, I'm not making a video, and on top of that, I made a tribute video to my best, which was easy because I like movies. But there ain't no way I'm making a tribute to my worst, because, I mean, can you imagine, like, some epic song with, like, I don't like the word epic anymore, but
Some
can you
legit
imagine some
song.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My number 10 pick for worst film of 2010 was Case 39.
Oh.
Renee Zellweger. Did you have the displeasure of seeing that movie?
No, I did not. I purposely avoided that because I'm not a fan of Bradley Cooper.
Good. That was a piece of crap horror movie that it's the same kind of thing where, like, they just use a whole bunch of cheap sound effect scares that end up being a cat or a rat or something, and then they hint at, like, some huge thing that's going on that's supposed to scare you that ends up being something stupid. It's dumb. So anyway, my number 9. Now, some people might get mad about this. I don't know if you saw what your opinion of it, but I really did not like the new Shrek movie.
I didn't see that either.
Shrek Forever After, I just found it to be basically about the same as Shrek 3. I just had no fun with it. I actually fell asleep. And then when I was at a friend's house recently, they were like, they had it on, and I was forced to watch it again. It was horrible. Number 8, Letters to Juliet.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. Piece of crap. Terrible romance movie, cliched. Everything about it was the same as every romance movie. The beginning, 2 people don't like each other, neat, have to be around each other, they're forced to.
Love each other by the end.
They hate each other. Eventually they start liking each other. Then they break up, and there's a montage of sadness with some sad song. And, of course, they get back together in the end.
But you forgot to mention, Chris, this one takes place in Italy.
That's true. And it's about the only redeeming factor of the movie, because it looks really pretty in that. Okay. Number 7. The Last Song, starring Miley Cyrus.
Ha, ha, ha. You saw that.
I was forced to see that with 2 teenage girls who I'm friends with. And, yeah, I was like, they were like, we're going to the last song. You want to come? And I said, fine. Like, all right, I'll do it. On top of that, they paid for my ticket. So
that's good. At least you didn't waste your money on it.
Yes. What are we on? Number 6?
6.
6, 5? I don't know. Next one, Valentine's Day.
Oh, God. I had to sit through that on an airplane. 9-hour flight.
I remember hearing that.
Yeah. Oh,
That's a bad movie.
Yes.
I saw it at a free screening about a week before it came out, and I remember posting my review, and all these people were, like, so sad that I was saying it was horrible, and, yeah, it was terrible. All right.
It's a bad movie, so they shouldn't be sad.
Some movies where they balance a whole bunch of different stories can be cool, where they have, no, not with this. Okay, next one. The Last Airbender.
Yes.
I hate that movie. Everyone knows that. It's a terrible film. There are no redeeming factors. Actually, James Newton Howard's score is good. That's it.
Yeah, I listened to the music. I'll admit that was fine.
Yeah, James Newton Howard's a very talented composer. I've never been disappointed with any of his scores. All of his scores for M. Night Shyamalan have been good too, even if the movie wasn't. But anyway, next one, Furry Vengeance.
Okay, did not see that one. I was actually tempted to because I saw Brendan Fraser scream Miley Cyrus in a car.
That part, I did laugh at that part. There is about 2 times I laughed during that movie, and the rest of the time I felt very sad. Because I was in the theater, and I was like, wow, why am I here? And there was a guy behind me, like, I don't know why he was there. It was like a 45-year-old man sitting in that chair by himself, and he was talking on his cell phone for most of it, so. Okay.
Did his conversations help take away from the movie?
What did you say?
Did his conversations help distract you from the terribleness of the movie?
No, it even added more of a depth to it. Okay, the next one is When in Rome. This is my 3rd pick. Terrible, terrible romance comedy. I saw it with that same group of people who saw the last song.
They're like bad movies.
They
Did
do,
they like
actually.
it? Okay.
And I can say that because they're not going to watch it. But anyway. Yeah, it's with Kristen Bell and Josh Duhamel, I think it's how you say it.
No. Pretty boy.
Yeah. And it's so terrible. Anyway, Blake Kennedy won't like the fact that I just said that. Okay, number 2, Afterlife, starring Christina Ricci. And
oh, that's the one with After Doubt Life?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that movie expecting to just watch like a passable movie with Liam Neeson because he's great. But no, that movie, the movie story is so crappy that even at the very end, you still don't fully know what happened, and you don't really care. You don't know why. It's terrible, terrible acting. Not from Neeson, but from Christina Ricci, who I think is really hot, but she's a horrible actress. In that movie anyway. I mean,
I remember, was she in, yeah, I think she was. I remember seeing Speed Racer.
Yes.
Yeah, and I hated her in that movie.
She just,
I don't know, she's so monotonous and simple.
Liam Neeson was good, but his character was a piece of crap, and it's just like one of those clear things when you, maybe the first draft of the script was good or something, and Liam Neeson was like, I'm going to star in this, and it will be great. And then they hand it to a director who has no idea what in the world he's doing. Anyway, okay, my number 1 pick, the worst movie of the year, which you probably can guess, is Vampires Suck.
Woo!
I'm sure you all know that because I have rarely ever given a movie a half star out of 4. I almost gave it no stars.
Oh.
And the only time I've ever done that is for Dragon Ball Evolution, which is my least favorite movie ever made. The only reason I gave it a half star, I have 2 reasons. The girl who spoofed Kristen Stewart, her imitation was like perfect of Kristen Stewart. There's that. And then the fact that the production team did a good job at recreating the look of Twilight. That's it.
That's all. Those are
the only redeeming factors of that piece of garbage. I hate that movie. It's terrible.
It's very bad. You know what I when I put up my review of that one, I know I shouldn't have said it, but I said F you to everybody who liked the movie because they were the reason why they kept making them. And so, yeah, I got a lot of people who actually did like the movie commenting on my video saying like, well, F you, and then they unsubbed. And
that's nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, I hate that movie. And I do think it is because people keep watching them that they keep making them. So
yeah, I mean, they put a movie out for whatever is popular at the moment, and they get to cash in on it.
Yeah, and it's sad that some people find it funny. Because it just means more crap.
Especially when, like, they have really good older spoof movies from like the 80s and early 90s that are actually good, and now the kids nowadays think a spoof movie is just a whole bunch of people getting hit in the balls or something.
Yeah.
Okay, and just in case anyone's watching this wants to know my top 10 greatest: Winter's Bone, The American, Toy Story 3, Green Zone, Social Network, True Grit, Black Swan, Scott Pilgrim, Shutter Island, Inception.
Wee.
Okay.
I'm glad to see Scott Pilgrim so high.
Oh, I love that movie.
It's so awesome.
I just bought it.
Awesome. Too awesomeness now.
The DVD is really good, actually. You know this, I think. I told you. There's a half-hour deleted scenes. There's like a billion commentaries.
Yeah.
From the whole cast.
I listened to all of them.
Okay, that's funny. I listened to almost all of the main cast commentary.
I liked listening to the supporting cast commentary a bit more, because that was the one that had... Wait, which is the one that had Brandon... No, the one that had Brandon Routh in it. That was the one I enjoyed.
That's the main cast.
Yeah, never mind. So yeah, I enjoyed the main cast.
Yeah, isn't it funny how Brandon Routh... Like, you don't hear him at all, and then all of a sudden he just goes, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
He didn't talk for like the first half an hour of that movie.
I know. I thought that he wasn't there, but he was. And then he's like eating a burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you he got everyone lunch and then just showed up and he was like, hey, I'm here. Yeah. The other thing I wanted to talk about, if it's okay, is internet bullying.
No, it's not okay. I'm kidding.
Stop being a bully.
Yes, we should talk about this because internet trolling can be more than just mean words.
Yeah. The reason I want to talk about it is because I've been seeing it happen a lot lately to me and to other people. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. Here's a comment I got today, and I'm going to read it to you, word for word,
All right.
because it's the dumbest thing I've ever... It's actually the worst, the rudest comment I've ever gotten, ever.
Oh.
And the main reason is because it has no justification for being there. Like, I can understand if someone gets mad at you for something, but this guy is just a butthole. All right, so on my best of the year list, he wrote, no 27 hours, and I wrote, correct. And he said, any reason? I said, well, I didn't see it. So here's his reply. Why, you mother effing gay faggot? I'm unsubscribing from you. Why the F did you come back? You're not wanted. F off.
Oh.
Because I didn't see 127 hours.
I liked how nice you were. You were just like, oh, didn't see it. Correct. Yeah. And then he's just, for no reason. That's mean.
So I replied, apparently I have sex with my mom. I'm homosexual. Because I haven't seen 127 hours, you are fucked.
I remember I saw on my, what was it again? It was my Tron review. Yeah, that was it. That was the one. This was the review where I got my most offensive comment. Let me try and find it. Okay. Try and find it. Okay, it was at Renato Vitarian. Here you go. Hey dude, how can you possibly express your moron opinion without clearly catching on the movie? Sounds like a ton of BS what you saying. Go back to school or whatever shit country you came from. I was like, okay.
Wow.
That's not nice. And then he commented again, saying, and practically the same thing. See, you didn't even understand the plot. So if you didn't, why risk your Muslim neck to come up here and say such absurdities without the plot? You can't. I'm not even Muslim, first of all. I'm not even Middle
like
Eastern.
Saying, you stupid black person. To me. Oh, that's stupid. That's what I mean. Okay, there's no reason. It's just a guy behind a computer who's like, I can say whatever I want because he can't see me right now. But if somebody walked up to me and said what that guy said to me, I would be like, dude, I'm going to kill you. You're going down. No, I mean, I don't understand it. It's just so cowardly.
Yeah.
You know?
I would most likely, if I were to see this guy, I would probably punch him in the face.
I know.
Because it's ridiculous sometimes, these people.
Mm-hmm. So the reason I wanted to talk about it is because I see people doing it to people who, you know, like they don't like somebody because of their race or because of their social standing or whatever, and they're making fun of them. At least you can understand, okay, they're making fun of me for this, even though it's not right. I don't like when I hate when people are just rude because they're rude.
Yeah.
There's no point in doing it on the internet, and especially when, and I think one of the biggest things is because the thing you and I do, movie reviewing, is very opinionated, and whenever people get involved with other people's opinions, that's when war breaks out, basically.
Exactly. Every time, like, as soon as they disagree with you, they'll probably say, you suck, and then they'll leave.
I know, and that's exactly what happened to that guy, because I totally recognize his username. He's commented on my videos for a long time. All I did was not see 127 hours. I didn't even not see it because I thought it'd be bad. I just didn't see it. All of a sudden, I have sex with my mom. I'm an incestual gay faggot because I didn't see a movie. It's so stupid. I just, like, if that guy ever saw me in real life, he'd be like, oh, crap.
You'd probably be like, oh, Stuckmann's going to kill me.
I know. I just think internet trolling is possibly one of the most cowardly things a human can do.
Yeah. There is really no point to it. It's just to make people feel bad. And I don't know. It's annoying. I've had to block several people who subscribed to me just because they wanted to troll on me whenever I put up a new video. And I was like, oh no, I lost a subscriber, but I did have to block them. It makes it even more annoying.
They went. Yeah, that happened to me back in the day too. But this time, I'm not going to take any more crap. I'm just going to block you if anyone says stuff to me. Because my last channel, I would just kind of be like, and I'd ignore it. And I guess in a way that sounds like the adult thing to do, just ignore it. But after a while, it got really annoying to the point where it was really getting on my nerves. So this time around, I'm just going to block people if they start talking to me badly.
That's the same reason why I recently took off my Human Centipede review. Is literally every single comment. Like, I had about, like, I don't know, 10 positive comments. But of the, like, 200 comments I got on that video, they were all like, suck a dick, faggot. And I was like, okay, I'm tired of this.
Why on that one?
Because, well, first, I didn't like the movie.
A lot of people didn't.
Yeah, I know, but apparently the YouTube community loves it, so... and I also, I didn't know how to use a green screen yet, so my hair was, like, very sparkly, because I was kind of blending into the background.
Oh, okay.
And they called me gay Twilight vampire. I was like, really? 50 other people said that joke, the same joke. And
yeah.
it got annoying. I was going to disable the comments, but, you know, it's like, let them speak, you know, freedom of speech. And I was like, just take it off. And then I did. I'm disappointed in myself for taking it off. That was, I don't know.
Well, I actually, I have no desire to ever see that movie.
Yeah, don't.
There are, like, maybe, like, a handful of movies that I will never watch, and that's one of them. Because I think I'd throw up, honestly. Like, I saw the trailer for it, and the trailer, like, after I watched the trailer, I was like, I rolled on the ground, like, in the fetal position. I was like, no.
The see where they're, like, just connected together. That's what actually got me to see it, because I watch movies out of curiosity, so that's why. Yeah. But it's a terrible movie. There was literally, like, no point to it, you know, and everybody's just so stupid in the movie. I really hope... I don't think you mind any spoilers from this.
Go right ahead.
Okay. So the movie starts off with some of the worst acting and the worst dialogue from the two, like, main girls. They're inside of a hotel, and then their car breaks down. So, you know, instead of walking down the street, they go into the woods for no reason, try to find this abandoned house, and they go inside the abandoned house. There's some creepy guy who's got pictures of things connected to each other on his wall, and he offers them water, and they both drink it. And no, it's like, oh, no way it's going to be drugged or anything. It's ridiculous.
That's really dumb. And that's the dumb horror movie thing that I hate, when people in horror movies are retarded, and they're like, let's go in the dark woods. Let's go in the creepy guy's house. Oh, look, he's totally insane and has disgusting photos all over his wall. Ooh, he has water.
Yeah, it was the biggest cliche. At first I thought it was a comedy because I was actually laughing. I was like, is this serious? And then, then it started to get gross. And then, that's what it was. It's just
clearly a gimmick movie just based upon the disgusting premise.
Exactly. Yeah, I like Roger Ebert. I don't really have much to say about the movie except it's bad.
That's what he said?
Yeah, he said like, he can't describe the movie. I don't even think he rated it.
Yeah, I think he either gave it no... I think it's one of the few times when he gave it no rating, because I think maybe like one of the only times, because I've seen him give 0 stars maybe 3 times. Mm-hmm. But that movie, I remember him giving no rating. Let me check real quick.
All right.
And he was saying, because I can't give you any commentary on this movie, because I think he said, if you want to see a movie like this, that's your weird, demented whatever. If you enjoy that kind of stuff. But here it is. Yeah, no star rating.
No star.
I'm required to award stars to movies I review. This time, I refuse to do it. The star rating system is unsuited to this film. Is the movie good? Is it bad? Doesn't matter. It is what it is, and it occupies a world where the stars don't shine.
That was very well put.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, there are only, like I said, there are only a couple movies I will never watch. That's one of them. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of movies out there that are like really super independent that are just disgusting that I'd never ever see.
Like I have no intention of seeing a Siberian film.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I heard that was just gross. They said it was worse than Human Centipede, so I'm like, okay, yeah, no.
I actually heard about that from, believe it or not, a Subway worker.
Oh.
So I go to the Subway near my house quite a bit, and so I've gotten to know some of the workers there.
Uh-huh.
And the one girl was like, "Have you ever seen that movie?" And I was like, "I've never even heard of that." And she said, "Okay, well, you gotta look it up." And I was like, "What's it about?" And she told me. I was like, "I really don't think I'm going to see that film." And she's like, "You should look it up." And so I watched the trailer. I didn't even finish it.
I didn't even watch the trailer because I'm kind of scared.
It's
Call me a wimp. It's fine. I don't want to see that.
There's no point in watching it. It's disgusting. But now this is one that a lot of people have given me heat for, and you may even find me dumb for not watching this. I will never, ever watch The Exorcist.
Oh, I haven't seen it either. It's fine.
I can't.
You can't watch it?
I can't bring myself to watch it.
I heard it wasn't... I saw a few clips from it. It doesn't look that scary or anything.
It's not the scary, it's the subject matter. It's the fact that crap happens, and I just can't... Like, people who have worked on that film have died in, like, really mysterious ways. Like, I have no desire. I'm, like, afraid. I'm going to, like, watch it, and then, like, my house is going to get possessed. Like, I don't know.
It's like with The Ring. You know, you watch the tape.
Yeah. I just can't bring myself to watch it because it's so... possible. I don't know. Like, I believe, like, I've seen people who are supposedly possessed. There's stories in the Bible of people who are possessed. And I just, like, I don't want to be near that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I usually just end up watching them, you know, as movies by themselves. I personally don't. I mean, I see possession, but I'm the kind of guy who thinks it's like, well, I don't really know. I really don't know what to think about, like, exorcism in general. I don't have really any strong opinions towards them or anything like that. I don't know. I don't really believe in them, but that's why I think it's easier to watch movies like that when you don't.
You don't believe, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if exorcisms happen. I just believe the fact that it's possible to be possessed. Like, because I've seen. Well, believe it or not, I saw a possessed person once. Like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, it could have been faking too, so that's the other thing.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that because I remember when I used to go to church, I saw this guy there. It was he was apparently possessed, and so like I don't remember. I think they like I don't know, used some healing power. I don't know exactly what happened, but weird. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird, but yeah, those like a movie like that. And then movies where I do not like torture porn. I can't.
Yeah, I can't.
I can't force myself to watch torture movies.
I would like Hostel is something I would never watch.
Yeah, me too.
I think that was one of the main reasons why I didn't really like why I hated Human Centipede too, because it kind of felt like torture porn. Because first of all, the ladies are topless as the Human Centipede, but the thing, it's just so disgusting.
Yeah, definitely. I'll never watch it.
Yeah.
I can't, like, force myself to, like, be around that kind of stuff. So, anyway, on to more not puking things.
Well, we were talking about cyberbullying, and then we got to Human Centipede, and then disgusting stuff.
It's so funny. I was watching Predator earlier. Have you ever seen Predator?
No, I have not yet. And people might hate me for that.
No, it's okay. But it's one of my favorite movies. It's like so suspenseful, actually, and really well directed. It's directed by John McTiernan, who directed Die Hard.
Oh, okay. I'm curious.
The movie he made the year before Die Hard, and so he wasn't quite like he was trying to get noticed, basically. And it's directed so well. And believe it or not, Arnold Schwarzenegger is actually very good at it as an actor. Like, I was very surprised because he doesn't have like any really like intense dramatic stuff, but he has to be very quiet for most of the movie, and he does a lot. I mean, it's good. You should see it.
All right. I know. I know. I have to see it eventually. So I have to see that. I have to see Aliens. Yeah, I know. I have a lot to see, but I will get to them.
Yeah, I have Aliens, and Predator. I'm looking at them.
Hopefully not Alien versus Predator. I saw that one.
I saw that in theaters, and
yeah, don't want to see that one ever again.
That's a terrible movie. It was so funny. I was with one of my friends. I will never forget this. The reason it sticks out in my mind so much is because one of my friends who I've known my whole life doesn't really pride himself on being like a movie critic kind of person. Like, he just watches whatever, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But when the Alien and the Predator started fucking in Alien versus Predator, it was like, I don't know, 70 minutes into the movie or something retarded like that.
Yeah.
And he looks over at me and goes, "Finally!" And I was like, that's right, my friend. That's right, finally. This is the fourth movie. It was terrible.
I didn't even bother watching Requiem.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
And I love how everyone was, yeah, it's rated R, so it's going to be better, but it got even worse.
Yeah, it got worse reviews, too.
It did. Have you ever seen 500 Days of Summer?
Oh, I love that movie.
Okay, good. I'm just looking at the movies I have right now, and I'm trying to see which ones you haven't seen. Are you into anime at all?
Yeah, I watched Furikuri.
FLCL.
Yes, I saw that. I'm starting Cowboy Bebop. I've seen the first few episodes. I like that.
There you go. I was just going to say, have you seen the Cowboy Bebop movie, which I haven't. It's awesome.
I have not seen the movie yet, but I was going to watch it on Netflix, except it's dubbed, and I don't really like watching movies dubbed. I don't know,
okay.
That's just me.
Yeah, you can get the DVD has the Japanese.
All right. Yeah, I'll get the DVD then. Duvda.
Have you seen Matchstick Men?
No.
Yeah, that's great. Nicolas Cage is my favorite performance. He's so awesome.
Okay.
Okay, have you ever seen Broken Arrow?
No, I think I've heard of that.
It's with John Travolta and Christian Slater, and everyone. It's one of the most underrated action movies ever, in my opinion. It's so awesome. Zodiac?
Zodiac is in my instant queue. I mean, not my instant queue, my Netflix queue.
David Fincher. I personally like it more than Social Network.
Whoa. For real?
Yeah, it's the same type of film, too. It's a true story based off of some event that happened. You know, the Zodiac serial killings.
Uh-huh.
And it's like told in the exact same way. It looks the same style. It's great.
All right, I'm excited now. It's at number 1 in my queue.
Yeah, maybe you won't like it more than Social Network, but like it.
Well, they say I'll give it 5.0, so I trust Netflix.
Yeah, but at least I'm sure you'll like it. I'm literally positive. I will actually bet money that you would like it.
Okay. All right. What else? Hello? Connection lost, people. We're back, guys.
Okay, sweet. What's the last thing you heard?
I remember talking about Zodiac, and you said you'd pay money. You bet money I'd like it.
I'm asking you movies I have that I think are good that, like, not too many people talk about.
Okay.
Have you ever seen State of Play?
Yes, I did. I love that.
Me too.
Okay.
That's a great movie. Let's see. I'm assuming you've seen the Indiana Jones films.
Yes, I have. Loved them all. I did not like Crystal Skull.
Well, a lot of people did.
Yeah.
It's my least favorite also, but I do like it. But
I liked it up until the end when I saw the aliens.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what most people say.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Have you ever seen 1 Hour Photo?
I haven't even heard of that one.
Okay, that's with Robin Williams, and I think it's his best performance I've ever seen, actually.
Huh.
He plays a photo receptionist, like a guy who develops photos, you know?
Yeah.
And he has, like, no life, no friends, no family, and he becomes obsessed with this one family who always gets their photos developed there because they seem to have, like, this great life. And he kind of turns into, like, this really obsessive guy. He develops a roll of all of their film just for himself to keep.
Huh.
And he puts like all their photos on his walls and stuff. And then one day he finds out that the husband, he develops some other girl's photos and sees the husband in all of her photos. And so he finds out that he's cheating.
Huh.
And he like goes insane and like starts stalking him everywhere. It turns into like this really scary thriller.
Oh.
It's awesome.
I'm very interested. Yeah, I love seeing Robin Williams and like the darker side of him. I saw Insomnia. And I like that.
It's like that. It's way darker than that.
Oh, then definitely adding to Q. Good.
Yeah, it's good. 1408?
1408, yes, I did. I really like that one.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay, now what's your opinion on Knowing? Have you seen Knowing?
No, I did not.
Okay. A lot of people hate that movie, but I really like it. Like, it's really well directed. So, and Ebert like put it on his top 10 of the year list, but on Rotten Tomatoes it has like a 30%. So it's so weird but whatever. It's just one of those movies.
Huh. Yeah, I heard it's like one of those like love it or hate it type.
Yeah, you will definitely like really like it or just want to burn it. It's awesome. So yeah, that's what I got to talk for you.
All right. I liked that you had tons to offer me.
Thanks, man.
It was very. I liked we have just made our longest podcast.
Really?
Yes, this is my longest. It's a podcast, and I'm so glad that you were the one who did it.
Awesome. It's
56 minutes and 46 seconds as of now.
Wow.
This is pretty cool. I like it.
Well, thanks, Victor.
I'm glad that you were on It's a Podcast. It was fantastic having you.
Thanks a lot. By the way, do you like Vic or Victor or what?
Well, people always call me Victor. I've never had the nickname of Vic, but some people call me Vic sometimes. They say, "Yo, what's up, Vic?" I don't mind it, though. It's cool.
All right, cool.
All right.
Yeah, I'll call you whatever you want.
All right, awesome. You call me whatever you want, Chris.
Good, yeah. And thanks for calling me Chris, because very few people on the planet are allowed to call me Christopher.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm honored then.
Okay. All right, man. Well, I thanks a lot for having me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
Sure thing.
See ya. Bye.
See ya.